All right. Good morning, everybody. I want to show you what I'm thinking on Bitcoin's going to happen. I think we are near a bounce. And I'm also going to show you, for those that are interested, this leverage trading system that we have in our group that has been making people a lot of money. You can see here, talked about a short trade yesterday that with 20x leverage is 380% win. I was just showing everybody in our group how much you could have made on it, even with a very small entry. And if you look here in our profit, um, where we post our profits and everything, there is a lot of people making money here. Here's a lot of people making money. So if you want to join us, just click the description below, below the video, and you're going to see where you can join our Discord. And the only way you can get access to this system is through our Discord. It is an unlisted video where I show how to use it. So if you're interested in that, join up. And if you like what you see in the video, hit the like, hit subscribe, and I'm going to do more of these in the future. So let me jump over here and just show you this short from yesterday. What I was seeing, and this is part of the system right here, but I'm not going to show what the indicators are or how to use it, but I'm just showing you here on this upper line that I'm showing. It was resisting, it was coming up into a resistance area, and it seemed like it was turning over. And especially when this started engulfing the candle before it. But here's a 20% move since yesterday that happened, and gave that trade ahead of time for anybody that wanted to take it. But if we look at Bitcoin, that's mostly what I wanted to talk to you about, because there's probably some of you out there that are just kind of wondering what's going on with it, and why it's taking so long for it to turn around. Well, if you look here, and actually let me do one thing. Okay, let me turn all this off. And yeah, even though I'm showing the indicators, there's certain things you have to do to set them up. So just because you open up the indicators doesn't mean you're all set and it's going to work for you. You have to know what our settings are. But I want that for our group. That's why we do that. That's why it's private. These videos are private, showing them how to use it, because we worked really hard to put it together. Somebody else in the group helped me put it together. So what we're looking at here currently is that we've had this big move, all the way up to 120. What did it hit? 126 roughly. We had the bear flag, fell below that, and now we're down into a support zone that is clearly marked because of this structure right here. I mean, you see it over and over where you'll have, a big pump, there'll be a bear flag, and then somewhere down here, as it gets near this previous top, it'll find the bottom. I mean, we could drop one more time even through this support down to here, maybe at 50 or 51K, but I believe that the 50K zone will be the area that we hold. Sometimes all you see is it just comes down and touches the top of the previous cycle high. Of course, it depends on what you call the previous cycle high. Some people may call it this, but I'm talking about the one in 2021. And we're starting to get into that zone now. So either, we just go sideways here for a bit, or maybe it drops underneath temporarily like it did in 2022, and then we take off. Some people think we won't start moving again until October. It's possible. But that would be a very boring spring and summer if that were to happen. And it has happened that way before. But I will say, I called this top exactly right on October 6th, 2025. I said it many times on my Twitter. I said it many times on videos from 2022 to now, or till that point. The only problem is I didn't listen to my own advice. I was, allowing other people to their ideas and their thoughts to enter my mind. So I did take some profit there, but I should have taken it all out. But anyway, that's in the past. What we're looking for now is the bottom. We want to find the bottom. So we're starting to get there. This green box is the support area if you were to drag it, more sideways. So the bottom of that's like 59, 60K. But this whole zone right here, it could sweep this liquidity right there. So just understand that this is still possible. And that's pretty much all I wanted to show you. I mean, I could show you the ETH BTC chart that I've been showing you for a while now. If we go back and look, let me find where that is here. There we go. If we go back to January 2017, you're going to see I have these boxes set up here, and they're color coded. So whatever the color here is on the left is the same color as it is right now during present day. Let me drag this out a little bit more. Okay, so you're seeing a little bear flag here, probably for RSI, and that's kind of what happened here. If we drag this one out just a bit, I already had this line right here where I thought we were at. So I'm thinking there's still one more little drop to happen, but we're getting close. The only issue is, of course, when you find that final bottom, it doesn't just take off all of a sudden, right? You may get some kind of bounce out of it, but then it comes down and creates a higher low, or it creates a an equal bottom, or could even sweep that thing just barely one more time. So here's this structure, which is pretty much equal to this one, or you could call it this one, if you're just looking at these in general. So this could be that. Somewhere in here is this, because you're seeing this little pump right there, and that's that one. And there was a final one just before the top, and that could be that one. But the idea here is that it's somewhere in here. We don't know exactly where. So you're already below this one. It swept this liquidity. To me, it looks like the ETH BTC pair might do something like this and just keep bleeding like it did in 2021, and then finally it's ready to go. But we don't know, of course, how many months it's going to take for this thing to sit here at the bottom before it finally takes off. It'll first create, it won't really look like this. It'll first create at some point a higher high, higher low, and then it'll, slowly start going and move up. But again, I don't know what month that's going to be. I just know it'll be this year. And we're going to see some really good prices out of alts. And, we need ETH BTC to start moving, of course, to get the alts moving again. Okay, so I hope that was helpful to you. I wanted to keep this short. If there's anything specifically that you want me to cover, just let me know down in the comments and I'll get to it. I'm only doing this for you. I mean, hopefully there's somebody out there that's getting value from this. I know some of you reached out and said that it has been helping them, but my only goal is to help you with this. You don't have to join our Discord. I'm going to keep doing this for free, but I just want to help people. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do. So I show you what I use. I show you, what our group's doing. But if you really want to join us and get more value out of it and try to make some more money doing leverage trading while you wait for the market to turn around, then go down in the description below and click the link and join our Discord. Okay, y'all have a good week, and maybe I'll do another one this week. If not, I'll do one next week. Take care.